Hi there, this is Aldea, and today I'm gonna give you my review of the Arttitude Submerged palette, which looks like this. Beautiful palette. I'm gonna give you swatches here. I bought this palette not at launch, but when it restocked on their website. I think it was around Black Friday, and I haven't gotten around to use it before now because there were other launches that I wanted to talk about first, and then there was like the holidays and stuff, so I didn't have time. But I'm so excited that I was able to use this one lately. And actually I had other palettes that I did not know which palette to start using first, but one of you commented on my December haul video, I think, that they wished to see this review first. So that's the one that I started with. And yeah, I'm really happy about it. I'm gonna give you my full review at the end of the video. I'm only gonna show you 3 looks in this video because my schedule doesn't allows me to do more, but I already posted one reel, one short on YouTube, so you actually can see 4 looks, and yeah, I will definitely do more. So I'm gonna show you the 3 looks right now, and I will find you at the end of the video to give you my full review. Okay, so we are starting this video with my Cinch Beauty E05 and the shade Unforgiving, which is the darkest shade of the palette, and I would describe it as a dark denim blue, but like a dark denim, like you could have a sort of jeans that's that color. So it's between neutral and cool toned blue. It's a little bit cool tone for my liking, like to look good on me in my opinion, but I think it makes a lot of sense in the palette, so I'm not complaining. And I think it's the kind of shade that would pair very well with all of the other colors, so it's quite perfect actually. So I'm using it in the outer corner and blending on the edges, and as maybe you can tell, it works nicely, but probably because it is very dark, it doesn't blend the best on the edges, at least not on my skin tone. I have quite a warm undertone, so maybe that's why as well. Maybe it would blend better on a cooler skin tone. But yeah, it's okay. It's not like that patchy, but it's not the best. So you will see I will blend it with something else. I'm still putting a little bit more, and it stays very dark. Then I'm taking the shade Cove, and this is the one I'm using to blend the edges. And I really enjoy that color. It's a lilac, but not too light. I'm not really into pastels, so I think this one is a beautiful addition in the palette. And I'm using it to blend everything, and so I'm putting it sorry, where there is no shadow, but also I put it on top of the edges. And even when doing so, I think it's not the easiest. Like, it's okay, but I've been used to having shadows that are very easier to blend from Arttitude, but you will see in the end I get my way. I'm just adding more Unforgiving because in the blending process I lost a little bit of pigmentation, and I still want it to be as dark as possible. And here is my solution. I took the shade Shipwreck, and I blend in between Cove and Unforgiving, because I think that the issue was that both colors were too different in depth, and this is why it wasn't blending the best. So to me, Shipwreck is the perfect in-middle shade to blend both of these. So it's better. Still not the best I'm talking about the shade Unforgiving. I think it's not the best blending shade they ever did, but I have no problem with Shipwreck and Cove. So yeah, I'm just taking a little bit of Cove here and there, and until I'm happy with the results. As you can see, it's okay, not the best, but yeah, it's not catastrophic either. I'm just used to it being like very exceptional with Arttitude. So maybe it's just that I didn't do it the right way. I should have started with Shipwreck, blended with Cove, and just put Unforgiving to deepen everything. Next time that's what I'm gonna do. Then I'm taking my EO1 from Singe Beauty and the shade Siren, which is very beautiful. I really love the shade, and it's very pigmented. The EO1 from Singe is the perfect brush to do that, to pack color like this. And yeah, here I haven't gone back into the pen yet, and it's pigmented, it blends beautifully. I just needed a little bit more on the middle here, because like it was still impressive, but yeah, I still needed to put a little bit more. And yeah, it works beautifully. Love that color, love the way that it blends, no problem with it. Then I'm taking my Glaminatrix, I think it's the EO5, and the shade Cold, that is going to be my inner corner highlight. Then I'm taking my NYX glitter primer and the shade Cursed, which is so beautiful. I really enjoy that shade. And it's a multichrome that goes from a green to a muted blue, so I really thought that it was the perfect shade to go with the mattes that I chose. As you can see, it's very reflective, it's fine, it's easy to use, like it's just beautiful. There I'm just swatching both Mirage and Echoes to decide which I'm gonna use, and I'm going to use the shade, drumroll please, Mirage. I'm taking it on a smaller brush and putting it on my lower lash line, and I think it really gives a wet effect. It's quite the same formula as the Cursed one, so it's fine. It's not the finest, but it's fine. Very reflective, so I really, a wet effect like I just went out of the water, I feel like. And yeah, I'm really happy of that choice. Just blending a little bit more with Cove and adding a little bit of Cold. I have a little bit of fallout. I think it's from the shade Cursed, but I wasn't paying attention, so sorry, I'm not sure. Here I'm putting my eyeliner from Kaleidos. I think it's the shade 7 Seas, but I can't remember, so I'm gonna put it in the description box. And I'm showing you both eyes, like on my left eye I have it and not on my right eye. Now I have it on both, but I put it on the lash line and on, like I blended it a little bit on the lower lash line. So here is the final look, which I really enjoy. And here is my whole face. I really enjoy the color that I chose to go with it on my lips. I really think it finishes the look beautifully, and the intensity of this Cursed shade, like I really enjoy that tone of green. It's so beautiful, and like this dual tone. It's, yeah, I love that. This is the end of the day. I'm not sure how many hours have passed since I did my makeup. I'm gonna put it on the screen. And as you can see, it moved a little bit. So on my left eye, as per usual, the left eye moves less than the right eye. So I'm just gonna tap a little bit to show you what it does, because I always give credit to the formulas that can go back the way it was before, when you just tap it a little bit, and yeah, it does come back. So big points for this, because yeah, here I am sure you can't tell that it did crease first, and it goes back to being beautiful and still very reflective and intense. So yeah, really love that. Then I'm taking my EO2 brush from Cinch Beauty and the shade Deep. And this one is part of the other mid-tone to deep shades from the palette. I really enjoy it. It's a neutral purple that's, yeah, mid-tone to deep. And most of the shades in the palette are the same depth as this one, which makes this palette quite deep overall, but it's also what I enjoy in that palette. I really prefer having more dark tones than light tones. I think that pastels and stuff don't look that great on me, so I don't have a problem with that. But just so you know, if you prefer having lighter tones, this is probably not the palette for you. So here I'm taking it on the majority of my lid, on the outer part and also on my lower lash line, and you can really tell that it blends really easily. Yeah, it's easier than the shade Unforgiving from yesterday. So yeah, maybe it was my fault, I can't tell. Then I'm taking the shade Cove again and using it to blend the edges. It was not needed really to blend. As you can tell, it blended really beautifully. I just wanted to add that light halo effect. So I'm really going very lightly with it, as you can see. And yeah, it's just, I think it looks more beautiful, but it wasn't about a blending problem at all. Then I'm taking the shade Abyss just to deepen up the outer corner a little bit. Deep and Abyss are pretty much the same depth, but Abyss is I thought that the shade of Abyss would still deepen up the outer corner, and I think it did. It's light, but it still worked. Then, as per usual, I'm just taking I'm taking back all the brushes that I used until I'm happy with the blend. And after putting my NYX glitter primer, I'm taking the shade Nightfall, which is very beautiful. To me, it really seems like a muted blue shade that goes to a even more muted purple. I really thought it paired well with that matte. And it's very fine. It's finer than the shade Kirsten Mirage that I used yesterday. I really love it. It looks very reflective as well, very wet, and yeah, it's beautiful. And then I'm taking the shade Echoes, which to me is the finest in the palette, and probably the driest, not in a bad way, it's not emollient. this is what I mean. And it's so beautiful, it looks so ethereal. It's a very light lilac with multicolored sparkles inside. Very beautiful. And I'm taking it as well on my inner corner. This is the final look. I wanted to do this day a pretty simple eye look and show you that even though the palette is overall very dark, you can still do something lighter because of some lighter shimmers. And yeah, it's not the lightest look ever, but it's still pretty light, and I really enjoy it. I could have done something even lighter than this, but yeah, I couldn't resist those shades. This is an update at noon or something like this, and this eye did not move at all. This eye moved a little bit, but I just tapped a little bit on the shade Echoes and it was alright. And this is the end of the day, so it's probably like 12 hours after, and it faded quite a lot, and as per usual on my right eye more than on my left eye, you can see that it did crease and move quite a lot. So I'm just tapping it a little bit. It goes back a little bit, but you can still see that it faded. This left eye is okay, but yeah, this other eye is like, yeah, even though I tapped on it, it was a little bit too late. Maybe if I tapped it in the middle of the day, it would have been better, but yeah, it's not that bad because of the color of the shimmer. You can't tell that much, but this is even later in the day. It's like 10:30, I think, after my sports session, and I just wanted to show you that it did not move that much even after my sports session. Then for our third and final look, I'm taking the shade Murky, which is a beautiful dark green. I love this type of shade, and I love how deep it is. Love the tone, like, yeah. It was one of those shades that I was really drawn to when I saw the palette, but I try not to go to my favorite shades at first when I try a palette. So yeah, it's pigmented, it works beautifully, and it blends beautifully as well, I think, on the edges. Beautiful shade. And I put it on my lower lash line, but I wanted to do like the opposite on my lower lash line. So on this half, like on the inner half, it's gonna be this murky shade, and you will see that on the outer half is going to be the shade that's on my inner half, on my upper lash line. I hope I'm making sense. You will see. And so the shade that's going in my inner half of my upper lash line is going to be the shade Lure, or Lure. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I'm taking my Cinch Beauty EO4, and as you can tell, it doesn't go that well, but you will see that it really is not the eyeshadow's fault. It's just not what this brush is for, and it really is my fault to have chosen to use that brush, sorry. And it's also a reminder that to work well, you need the right tools, and this brush really is not the one for this. If I did my review with that brush, you would really think that it's a bad eyeshadow. As you can tell, it works beautifully, this brush, on the lower lash line. It's better for this or for smaller areas, but not to pack a large surface of eyeshadow. So yeah, you will see on my other eye I change brushes. So here I'm taking my Singe Beauty EO1, which is perfect to really pack on color, and you will see that in like, I only have to go like twice or 3 times in the pen, and can you see the difference and the application? It's really like, yeah, you can tell that it works beautifully here. So yeah, reminder, you need the right tools. And I realized that in my collection I have some brushes that are very old that I used to use a lot, and now I have better ones, but when I use them I realize how much I prefer my new ones. So if you can get the right brushes, like learn which brushes are made for what you want to do with your makeup. Then I'm taking the shade Cove, which I used in every look apparently, and I'm just blending everything together on the edges, as I usually love to do. I really think that the colors that I chose are really like Joker vibe, and I kind of like that. Then I'm taking the shade Cold, which is going to be my inner corner highlight. And then I'm taking my NYX Glitter Primer and the beautiful Submerged shade. It's so impressive. That shade is breathtaking. And I'm putting it on my whole upper lid. It looks so beautiful, and I think it's the perfect multi-chrome to go with the mattes that I chose. Like, it's the same tone of green and it shifts purple, but it's quite funny because the shifts goes the other way. Like the green, you can't really tell here, but the green is on the inner part and the purple is on the outer part. Maybe you could tell when I moved. Yeah, that was the brush in my eye. And then I'm taking my creme gel liner from Colourpop in the shade Plum Smash on the waterline. And this is the final look, which you already saw because it's the one I'm wearing in the intro. And yeah, I really enjoy that one. I think like really this type of look really is like the essence of that palette. It really is what I think of when I see that palette. It looks quite simple but still effective, in my opinion. There you can see it with my whole face. I really enjoy it. I will list every other product that I used in the description box as always. And this is how it looks like 4 hours after I put it on. So I think it's after I filmed the video. As per usual, my face is quite oily. I'm saying that as a reminder that I have a oily face and lids. And it moved a tiny bit on my right eye, as per usual. I think it did not move on my left eye. And so I'm gonna try to tap a little bit on it and see if it comes back. And so it comes back pretty well. Not perfect just as when I applied it, but I'm sure you can't tell that it moved when you look at it, now that I did. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the looks that I did. I've been really enjoying playing with this palette. These are the colors that I really enjoy. So yeah, as soon as I saw that palette, I've been really wanting it. And I don't remember why I haven't bought it at launch. Maybe I already had some other palettes to test and like the timing wasn't right, but whatever. I'm so glad that I bought it. So this is my third palette of Arttitude. I also have the Metamorph palette and the Urban Neutrals. The Urban Neutrals, I have done a review on my channel. I can link it up here as well. I don't like, this is not my favorite packaging. I still think it's beautiful, but I think there is a lot of blend space here, but still really enjoy it. And do I still have the sleeve? Yes, I do, but it's in a box, and yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna show it to you, but they always do fun sleeves. That really is part of the packaging. So for those of you who already know me, you may know that green and purple is my favorite combo, as many people, I'm sure. And I tend to prefer darker looks than lighter. And yeah, I have everything that I want in this palette. This looks so beautiful. I really enjoy Arttitude Cosmetics formula based on what I already know from them. The shimmers and the mattes I really love. And in this palette, it's still true, but there is something that's not quite the same, I think, for me. I think that they still, like, don't get me wrong, they still work beautifully. I did not really have a big problem with it, but I remember loving them more in like the Urban Neutrals palette. Maybe this one was like the standout, I don't know. But I think that some of these colors were a little bit weaker, like still good, but just not like top notch as they usually are. I think was it this one maybe? Like even when I swatched it, I could really see that it was different. I think it was this one, and was it that one? I think it was both of these. And when I used it, I remember, I don't remember if it was the second look or the one that I did the reel with, but when I was blending this part here, it was the tiniest bit patchy. I think it might have been because of my application, because I haven't put eye primer up until this part. So maybe if I did put primer like to this part, it would have been fine. We'll never know. Well, I guess I can know. I can like do another look by doing that. But yeah, I still really enjoyed it. And the matte during the day stays really put together. It doesn't fade or move or goes away. Like it stays really beautiful. I love the way that it's not really jumbled up because of the colors, but I love how you have, well, this I think is the deepest matte in the palette, but all of the other, like all of these are very mid-tone. These two are maybe the tiniest bit lighter, and this one are very much lighter. But yeah, this is what I prefer. I'm not really into pastels, but this one is just not too light for me to really enjoy it. And this one is also a great addition, I think. Like I use it today in my inner corner. I think I also used it in the inner corner in the first look maybe, or the second one. So yeah, I've been really enjoying that one. Then for the shimmers, I really enjoy their shimmer formula. Like, I think they look so good when you put them on. They are not too emollient, they are quite fine. All of them are not the exact same formula. Like, I think that these two are the most fine, and these four are the same formula, and then this one is more of a topper shade. And I love them all, but same thing. I think that in the Urban Neutrals palette, they did not crease almost at all, and here they did a little bit, not too much. I could still tap it and it went back, not to how it was at first, but it looks still okay in my opinion. But just so you know, um, I'm still really enjoying this. Like, there are some formula for like shimmer. Sorry, there are some shimmer eyeshadow formula that crease on me really badly, and it really does look like nasty, like really not good. But these, even though they did crease a bit, I did not think it looked horrible. And even here, I think it moved the tiniest bit, and I showed you, yeah. So what time is it? I think it must be like 5. So it's been, at what time did I do my makeup? Yeah, it must be, yeah, I did it at noon. So yeah, it's been 5 hours since I've been wearing this makeup, and let me show you. So I hope you can tell, it did crease a bit here. This one did not crease, like almost not, like the tiniest bit, but I'm sure you can't see it. This one did. This one always creases when the other doesn't. I don't know why, whatever. But like, you can tell that it did crease, okay? When my eyes are open, you can't see it at all. When I look a little bit down here, I guess you can see it there, but it's not like striking that it did crease. And when I tap it a little bit, being quite gentle, it comes back, like, not as it was when I put it on, but it still looks very good. And yeah, I mean, I can see it because I have my mirror like very close, but if I didn't tell you, you wouldn't have been able to say that, to see that. So yeah, I still think it's really good. So yeah, I still give it a pass, because sometimes, as I say, it really looks horrible. You can get it back to more beautiful. Like, when I tried, you know, the Little Cosmetics Serpentine palette, or Serpentine, I can link my review up here. When it did crease and I did tap it, it just went away. Like, everything that was in the crease, it just stayed on my finger, and it was just like a blank space here. So it's not the case here. So I'm still really enjoying the fact that even though it creased a little bit as here, it can like be fixed. When I did the look that I did for a short form content, I think it stayed really well. It did crease the tiniest bit, but this formula was thinner. And same thing as this one, the shade Echoes, which I wore yesterday in the second look. Both of these are thinner formulas, so they did crease a tiny bit, like almost the same as today. And for both of these, at the end of the day, I thought that they faded a little bit, which is why I also showed you like the way that it looked at the end of the day, like after my sports session, in which I really sweated a lot. It's hard, whatever. So it did fade, but it didn't look like bad either. So yeah, I try to show you the best as I can the evolution of the makeup during the day, because it's really important for me. Some brands I don't even buy from anymore because of the way that the makeup looks at the end of the day. So here I'm still really happy of the way that it looks, and seeing the way that it looks when I do my makeup, because of course sometimes the makeup lasts long, like it lasts the whole day without creasing, but it's not like wowing me. Like maybe there are some very neutral or very satiny formulas, of course they stay better, but they are not like that interesting to me. But these, I loved every look that I did, and like when I when I saw myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh god, I love this makeup. I love this one so much. Like these tones, I'm so happy that I bought it. So yeah, the shimmers are very interesting, all of them, even though all of them don't have shifts. Oh, is there one that don't have a shift? No, I'm sorry. I think they all have shifts. Yeah, they all do. They are all special. And yeah, they do. They are very special. I'm so glad. So I know that this palette is now available on Monolith. So if you're interested, I really recommend this one. Yeah, it's really beautiful. I'm kind of disappointed not to be able to do another look, or even like two more looks for this video, but yeah, I'm definitely going to keep using this one. It's so like, it's so delicious. I love this so much. I'm sorry for saying that too much, but yeah, I really do love it. I hope I could help you make your decision if you were eyeing this palette as well, or at least that you found this video entertaining. Let me know if you were eyeing this palette, maybe you already have it in your collection, and if you already did looks, maybe on Instagram, I would love to see them. Thank you so very much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a like, maybe even subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye!